Hello YouTube, this is Firebrand Chris, and today I'm going to show you how I load my 9mm Makarov plinking round. I use a 95 grain, Speer 95 grain total metal jacket bullet, and it's pretty much just a pretty low powered plinker. Now I do also use that 95 grain total metal jacket bullet for a leadless Makarov round that I hand load. I use Fiocchi leadless primers, and because it has a total metal jacket, there's no exposed lead. So I'll use that, say, if I'm shooting in an enclosed area. You know, not too worried about the lead, but it's just experimenting with some stuff. So first we're going to start by sizing, and I'm going to be using a Lee carbide sizing die. Go ahead and install it. I already got the shell holder in here, so we'll put that back inside. I'm just going to show you 10 rounds, nothing special. This video is going to be the first of many Makarov videos that I'm going to make. Plan on making a few more. Just stick that in there. Oops. And there you have it, there's 10. So the next stage we're going to move to is priming the brass. So in this stage we're going to be priming the brass. So like always, I'm using my trusty RCBS hand priming tool, labeled SP for small primers. And I already got the strip in there. It's going to be pretty easy. CCI 500 small pistol primers on the strips, if you're not familiar. These small pistol primers slide right into the Starline brass pretty easy. So easiest primers. I don't know, CCI, like I've said before in videos, CCI primers just seem to work well with Starline brass. And to a certain extent, Fiocchi's primers. Give it a good squeeze. And that's it. Alright, for this stage, we're going to be flaring the case mouth. And the die that I use to flare the case mouth is a Lyman M die. I actually load a lot of cast rounds in 9mm Makarov, and this works perfectly for seating my cast bullets without shaving too much of, you know, the lead material off during the seating process. So just go ahead and install that. You notice I tend to use a lot of mismatched dies, but I try to pluck the best dies, well, what I feel is the best dies for a particular caliber. And that's the 10th one. So now we're going to move to the powder stage. Probably only going to show you like maybe 5 of them being loaded with powder. We'll see. Alright, in this stage we're going to be loading the powder like always. I know in some of my videos I actually cut the powder stage out. But for this one, I think the case mount is wide enough for me to hold the camera, plus put the powder in there. For our grain selection, we're going to be running accurate number 7, and we're going to be running 6.6 grains. Well, let's see if I can pull off this feed. Ooh. Ta-da! Put it back on my trusty machine, which I have already calibrated. Get my bearings. It's kind of hard to double charge one of these cases when you're putting the powder in with this method. Okay, in this stage we're going to be seating the bullet. I have a Hornady cedar die, which I've put their God, I can't even remember what these are called. They're micrometer, micro adjust seating stem on here. So that makes seating these bullets a hell of a lot easier. See if you can get a good look at it. And I can just use this and my calipers, and I can easily seat these bullets. Just going to sit it in here. Okay. So we're gonna. I already have everything set up. You'd even sit them a little crooked, and the die will correct it. The guiding sleeve. actually backed this die out, so it is not applying a crimp. I actually save that for a separate stage. Prefer to keep my seating and crimping in two different operations, but if I can't, then if I have no choice, then I'll seat and crimp in the same operation. That's it. Okay, in this last stage, we're going to be applying a crimp. And this die, this is a Lee carbide factory crimp. So it does size the brass again. Not too much. But if the brass develops a bulge while you're loading it, that'll iron that bulge out. Which I like that. Probably works the brass a little bit more, but I haven't seen any large, I don't know, where the brass doesn't seem to last as long. I have a lot of this brass in my storage unit that I've already shot and loaded up a couple times. My 95 grain total metal jacket, bullet made by Speer, and the brass is Starline brass. Shoots well. I've used it before. I've never used it in my CZ82. I don't know why, but I shoot this in my Polish P64 all the time. Guess I'll have to bring the 82 out, shoot it in that. Here is some zinc plated, steel cased, 94 grain made by Silver Bear. I have a ton of this, and you're probably wondering, why the hell is he loading this stuff up when this stuff is cheap and available, reasonably easy to get? I always try to maintain the capability to make ammo in all my calibers, regardless if the ammo on the shelves is cheap. Just in case there's a supply shock and this ammo disappears, I can load my own. And just for comparison, here is some 9x18 Ultra that I loaded up. I don't know if you can tell. Cases are similar. Well, not really, because that 9x18 Ultra has a tapered case. And this is a 100 grain bullet on here. But this is my finished product. I'll probably make a video of me shooting the CZ82 at the range with this ammo, so just look for that video. But other than that, thanks for watching.